Welcome to Coffee and Conversation for ESL Listening. I'm Donielle.
And I'm Khrystyna, so grab a cup and join the conversation.
Hey. No greeting. I feel like I'm always like, hello, how are you? So, hey, how are you?
Today is hey. Yes, I'm doing okay. It's just, I don't know if we should tell our listeners the funny story of how many times we rescheduled recording for this episode.
Yeah, today.
So I'm glad we're finally doing this.
Yeah, that between technical difficulties and scheduling issues and people getting sick, it's like eventually we got it.
We got it. We're here.
Yes. Yeah. Any new business? Do you have anything interesting to report? Anything going on in your life?
Oh,
that's fun.
I feel like the last couple weeks were just nonstop. But, this is the time for like end of school year, end of semester. There's graduation in a couple days. And for the college I work at. And I don't know if I told you this, but every year I read the names of the graduates.
Oh, I did not know that.
Oh, gosh. Yes, I do that. I've been doing this for at least 3-4 years now.
Oh, so goodness.
Yeah. And it all started with me reading names for our students, right? Because everybody is afraid to read names for people from other countries.
Yeah.
And the funny thing is that I feel like for me, it's easier to read names for people from other countries than it is to read American names. Because usually, like people from other countries, the way the name is spelled, the way you say it.
Yeah, kind of.
For the most part. And American names, when you have all those OUGH and all that stuff, like, I don't know. So it started with me just reading names for our students from our department. And it kind of grew into now there's 2 readers and we kind of split it half and half.
Oh, do you have to like kind of practice, look up the pronunciations or something?
I do. Like I look through the list to make sure I know how to pronounce the names. So it's kind of funny because people will spell it out and do the phonetic spelling and it's pretty funny.
Well, it's helpful,
No, it's fun. The only thing that I don't enjoy about this is that when our students come through, I can't give them a hug.
Oh,
because I have to, I have to keep the line going. So I can just stop and give them a hug and come back. So, but what's going on with you? Any new development in your world?
In my world, no. Same old thing. I'm learning to play mahjong, and I've been really getting into that. That's been fun.
Right. Yeah.
Yes, I know. I'm kind of hooked. It's sad, but anyway.
Oh my God.
Could be doing a lot worse things with my time, I suppose.
Well, that's fun. You know what? It's always cool to learn a new hobby or something.
Yeah.
I think it's...
And you know me with games, so...
Oh, yes, I do. Yeah. I still remember when you lived here in town and you had a game room.
Yeah.
Just full of games. So it's like, we kind of remember every once in a while, we're like, do you remember that game room in Donielle's house?
Yeah, well, now I have a game closet that's just jam-packed because I don't have an extra room, sadly.
Oh, yeah.
Anyway, okay. All right. Well, let's get to our topic today. We're talking about home remedies. I think every culture, every country, they've got sort of unique ways of, handling a certain medical problem or not talking about something major. And by the way, just as a disclaimer, we are not giving any medical advice today.
No. Some of these home remedies that we'll be talking about are not tried and true. So please do not try this at home, as they say.
Try at your own risk.
Yeah.
Oh, my goodness. But anyway, did you ever see that movie, My Big Fat Greek Wedding?
Oh, yes.
Yeah.
Of course.
And I was thinking about that movie the other day, and that's what made me think about this topic. The father in that movie, whenever somebody was sick or had a problem, an ailment, he's like, put some Windex on it. And just to be clear, Windex is this glass cleaner. It's supposed to be for cleaning glass. It's not for the human body.
Yeah. Yes. No, nobody should be using Windex for any sort of health.
No, please don't. But I thought about that, and I thought about how a lot of cultures, because, I know people from Mexico, and I know people from a lot of places. My husband's from India. And so I hear a lot of different home remedies or things they swear by, that I'm like, what?
Well, and so the funny thing is, I think it's something about like American culture where home remedies are not as prevalent.
No.
But I mean, I grew up in a culture where home remedies is pretty much all you do until you're about to die. And then you go to a doctor. But a lot of the times it's the home remedies. And then as I'm talking to, people that I know here and students and from other countries, like it's like, yes, home remedies is where you default to, right? That's the first thing you go to before you take actual medication.
Yeah.
And a lot of the people I talk to, they would say like, oh, I don't like to take medicine. I don't want to take pills. I don't want, try this or I'll try that. Yeah. So I feel like a lot of other countries and cultures around the world, they're just rich in the resources for home remedies. But here, not so much. In fact, anytime I remember when I just moved here, anytime, my husband and I, or this hurts or whatever, I would suggest a home remedy. He would kind of like make fun of me for that.
Yeah.
I'm like, come on, man. We'll go into it deeper, but like one of the things the first thing I went to when like I had upset stomach or something, mint, right? We always have either the mint tea or put like a mint essence in a little water and take a kind of like a shot of that. So after a while, every time I would say my stomach hurts, he's like, well, do you want some mint? I'm like, come on. How about some mint? So yeah, it's interesting. And it's really interesting to also, like, as I talk to people to see if the home remedies for some sort of health issues, are they the same or different?
Yeah. I think there's definitely some crossover. And now some of them I'm like, I have no idea. But for some of them, I feel like they sort of make sense. And, scientifically, you can sort of see, but we'll get into more of that later. Well, what do I want to start with here? What is something that you would say, okay, obviously you said about the mint before, but what is something that you would say is your number one go-to for a home remedy? Let's say if you're just, maybe you have a cold. How about that? How about a cold?
If I have a cold, I've become Americanized a little here.
Uh-oh.
But no, actually lemon tea with honey.
You know what? Same.
Usually the first thing, when you feel kind of stuffy and achy and, just,
yeah.
I don't know how you put that in show notes. But, yeah. So for some reason, hot tea, just the regular, like hot black tea with honey and lemon. I don't know. It's comforting and it makes you feel better. And I feel like sometimes it kind of clears out your nose. It makes your throat feel better. So that's my first thing.
Well, what about you? Again, I think that really makes sense because first of all, the warmth of the tea, and then the honey is antibacterial property, which we can talk about that a lot because I think I use that for a lot of things. Antibacterial properties that honey has. Yeah. So you're doing that. Lemon is acidic, so it's kind of cutting through like maybe some of the mucus.
Vitamin C.
And vitamin C.
Yeah.
So, it sounds maybe kind of silly, but I don't really think it is. I think it
makes sense.
It totally makes sense.
Absolutely.
And you can't forget about the comforting part of it too, because that's definitely something, I know sometimes when I'm sick, like, I used to have this, but I don't have it anymore because it broke. But for years, I had a mug that I always used specifically for when I was sick. Because it was cute. It had Yogi Bear on it. And it was super cute. And so I was like, I'm sick. I need my sick mug.
I was going to ask you, do you call it sick mug?
Sure nice.
Yeah. The thing is, so here's another thing. Like one of my coworkers here is from Democratic Republic of Congo. And I know when she's not feeling well with, cold or something like that. When I see her in the kitchen in here making hot water with lemon and honey. She doesn't necessarily use tea, but she will warm up water and then we'll put like honey and lemon in it.
Yeah.
So I was like, okay, so this might be kind of, universal thing, because I also know somebody from Japan. They make like lemon tea, but they also put ginger root in it. And I know a lot of countries do that too, like ginger for like cold, flu, or stomach issues.
Yeah, stomach too. Yeah. And I think really natural things have so many powerful properties that, and like you said, our culture, we're all about, let's go grab a pill, let's get a prescription. I don't know why, because our prescriptions are so much money here. Anyway, I'm with a lot of them that I like to go a natural route before I break down.
Yes.
Yeah.
Absolutely. So.
Yeah. So now for me, I don't really get colds that much, but what I get are the sinus infections, as you remember.
The worst.
I mean,
yes.
And I don't really know. It doesn't really feel any different than a very terrible cold, but apparently that's what I get. And when I have just the beginning feeling like just a little, sometimes I'll just sneeze a certain way and I know that it's coming. I'm like, oh, shoot, here we go. So, yeah. And so I load up on the vitamin C. I do like all kinds of vitamin blasts. I don't know if any of this stuff helps me, but and the other thing is, you know this, when I go to travel, I always get sick.
You do for some reason.
I do get the stupid sinus infection. So what I really started doing is trying to be proactive. And nowadays they have these infusion things. It's like a, vitamin blast kind of thing. I don't know if yeah. I did that before I went to my Italy trip.
And did it help?
It did. I also bought another vitamin blast kind of thing to take. You mix it with your water or something and just take it. It was for jet lag and other things too. And I don't know, it could be a placebo.
Well, that's a good word.
Yeah. So a placebo, if you don't know, is it's not really anything in there, but you think that it's working. So in your mind, it does actually work. And in reality, it helps you too. So anyway, I don't know if it's a placebo or what it was, but it helped me.
Oh, good. Well, you know what? As long as it helps. So why not?
I'll take it either way. Yeah.
I'll tell you though, I started taking several years ago, I started taking elderberry vitamins.
Yeah, I've heard about this.
Yeah, they're really high in vitamin C and they help, keep your immune system. So I don't know. I mean, does it help? Maybe not. But I think it does, because I feel like I don't get sick as much. But
it's so hard to know. But those sinus infections, man, they used to be so bad for me when I was in Illinois, especially. Now that I'm living here in Alabama, I don't really have that problem so much anymore. But I used to get them so terribly. And the other part of it is I'm very sensitive to medication. So I would take medication for it and I would just be like out of it completely, just kind of like I was drugged, literally.
Yeah.
And I remember being very sick and my dear friend was there to take care of me. And she was from Mexico. She is from Mexico. And she would always be giving me her home remedy ideas that her parents always did for her when she was a kid. And she was kind of like the put the Windex on it guy. She's put the Vicks on it.
Oh, yeah.
The Vicks vapor rub, right? And so she's like, put it on your feet. I'm like, my feet? That makes no sense. And I was so out of it because I had taken some other medication and I was just kind of like really loopy and whoa. And so I was like, I can't. And she's so sweet. She rubbed the Vicks on my feet.
But so this is funny, like when I talk about cultures having similar remedies, when we were kids and we would have either like the cold or like the cough that comes with, all that congestion, my parents would rub Vicks like on our chest and on the bottom of our feet too.
Okay. See?
Yeah.
I mean, I wonder why. Oh, well, you know what? So that reminds me of something. I just thought of this right now. One of the home remedies that I've heard about that supposedly a lot of people swear by is if you have a headache to soak your feet in hot water, like as hot as you can stand, because it like draws the blood to your feet. And you know how like Vicks is kind of warming?
I wonder.
Well, it's warming but cooling too. It is kind of one of those weird things. But maybe it has something to do with that. Like it's drawing
blood flow.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So maybe.
Yeah, it could be. It could very well be. Do you remember any home remedies that your parents used that you absolutely hated?
Oh,
like you have? Oh, okay.
I don't know if this is really a home remedy, but I'm going to include it just because it's, I don't know, it's kind of funny. So there was this product and my grandmother was all about it. If I had a scrape ever, I wouldn't even want to tell her because she was like, let's get the merthiolate. And if you've never heard of that, that's probably not surprising because it contains mercury and it has since been banned. But yeah, it was this bright pink liquid. It would stain your skin bright pink. But the worst part about it was it burned so bad. I mean, I would be literally wanting to scream in pain. I was like, the spray wasn't even as bad as this. But she's like, no, we got to put the merthiolate on it. We got to do it.
Oh my gosh. That's crazy.
Yeah. The other thing that she did do, like if I had sunburn or something, she grew an aloe plant and she was always like, okay, take off a piece of the aloe, and she'd cut it open and rub it all over my, burned spot.
Do you know that in some countries they use apple cider vinegar for like sunburns?
Okay, that just sounds mean. That sounds painful.
I know. But they say that, that alkaline or whatever that, that in vinegar is what helps to reduce that burning feeling, actually.
I don't think I'm going to be trying that.
Yeah. So I have a story about aloe vera. My mom was a big fan of aloe vera, and we always had 1 or 2 plants in the house of aloe vera, right, as a house plant. And she would make this concoction.
Oh, no, you need to drink it.
Aloe vera juice, like that gel that she would scrape off, and honey.
It's so slimy, It's
gosh, it's horrible. And honey, I think. And she would mix it together and we'd kind of have to sit, kind of brew there, whatever, the whole thing. And if we ever had like sore throat or strep or something like that, we would have to have a spoonful of that at least 3 times a day. And I absolutely hated it because it was so bitter. Aloe vera is very bitter when you actually eat.
I've never drank
tasted
the
it?
juice. No.
But it's not even like purified or anything. It's that kind of gel juice that's very bitter. Even with honey, it did not help. But that was her number 1 to-go remedy. And anytime we had a sore throat, and I was just dreading that.
Did it help?
Who knows? I don't know.
You're like, I feel fine. I'm great.
Yeah. But I was like, like give me some warm tea or something, or I'll take turmeric, whatever.
Oh yeah, turmeric's another big one.
Yes.
Well, before I get into turmeric, so my husband's from India and he's always got something. Like whenever I have some kind of issue, he's like, oh, drink this, drink that. One of them is like turmeric with milk or something. I have not had the nerve to do that. I don't like milk to begin with. And turmeric is so strong. I mean, it tastes great in food, but I don't want to be taking it as medicine. But it's got antioxidant, not antioxidant, anti-inflammatory.
Yes.
Properties. I know, like if I have a sore throat if I have a cough, he wants me to suck on a clove, a literal clove.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I can see that.
And if I have a sore throat, he's like, gargle with salt water. And I'm like, ugh. But it does work.
That's another one that we used to do when we were kids. Salt water, and you gargle it. So it's supposed to help to kind of clear it out and help with that. So I
think it does. Yeah.
But I know that a lot of cultures use turmeric for like a digestive issues and stomach problems and all that. They say that it's really good for that.
Could be, because I've heard it's good for a lot of things. I mean, you can buy pills. They're just capsules and it's got turmeric in it. Yep. And of course it's, 100 times more expensive than if you just bought a bag of turmeric.
Right.
But
make your own.
Yeah. But that's the thing, is to try to like take the dry turmeric, it doesn't work very well because it's so dry, it'll get stuck in your throat. You have to like put it in a capsule or maybe mix it with, I guess, the milk or something. Yuck, that's not happening.
But, speaking about spices like turmeric that also a lot of people use. So I know that people use cinnamon and honey mixture, like if you have cold, to treat cold too. Yeah. But that sounds good, doesn't it?
It does.
Because honey and cinnamon, I mean,
just,
yum.
Get a sweet roll.
I know.
Throw that on a sweet roll, then you're good.
Oh, delicious. I mean, who cares about cold if you can have such good food?
Pastry. Yeah.
Yeah, I know. It's interesting. Very interesting. So what would be your, like, when you had cough, because sometimes like either it's cold or you just get this cough that's kind of dry and all that, and you try to deal with that. Any remedies that your family used or uses? Or
no, kind of like what I said before, I think as a culture, we just don't rely on the home remedies as much as many other cultures. We had those few things, especially, the older people, like my grandparents, they had all kinds of who knows what. But like for a cough, particularly, no, I can't think of anything.
We've had a list of things.
Yeah, let's hear it.
So my favorite one, actually, that I like the way it tasted, again, it involves honey. Everything involves honey, I feel like. My mom would buy this. It's called Spanish radish. It's like black radish. It's black on the outside, but it's white on the inside.
Oh.
So she would scrape it out and kind of make a well, and then she would pour honey in it, and it would have to sit for like at least 2 to 3 days.
Oh
so
my
it's
gosh.
Like something she always had in the fridge.
I was going to say, because by the time you've got a sore throat, now you got to wait 3 days for it.
Well, no. It's like, I made this radish. You got to have sore throat tomorrow. So, no. Well, this was for cough, right? So she would always kind of had it in the fridge just in case, because the more it sits and steeps kind of with that radish thing, the better it is. And you would think it's a really weird combination, right? Because radish has a very specific kind of taste to it, but it actually tasted really good. So she would give us like a spoonful a few times a day. And that supposedly helps to reduce or cure cough. So I thought that was really good. Like that was one of my favorite home remedies. The other thing is something that you would not like was milk, right? Blech. So if we had cough, but I remember it would be hot milk. It would have to be hot milk that would have honey and butter in it.
Oh.
Mm-hmm. And now, luckily, it was hot milk, right? So the butter melts and you don't taste. But I did not like milk when I was a kid.
Really?
I started liking milk when I gotten older. But when I was a kid, I had to be literally like held down and poured milk into my throat because I would not drink milk. It was horrible.
I was like that. I hated milk so much.
Not like
and milk. My parents forced me to drink one glass of milk a day, and it was like torture.
Yeah.
But even the honey wasn't going to save that.
No.
But talking about honey, now this is another thing that I think has real science or backing behind it or something. I don't know. Manuka honey.
Oh, yes.
I've been hearing about that more and more lately. And I guess it's only from New Zealand. Like you have to get it from there. If it's not from there, it's not Manuka honey. But it's got it's so much richer in all of those properties, those good beneficial properties that's in honey. It's just, it explodes with them.
Yeah.
But it's crazy expensive.
Yes, it is.
But I'll tell you my story. So before I realized that I had a gallbladder that was rotting in my body, I thought I just had some kind of, weird stomach issue. And I would wake up in the middle of the night and just burning, sharp, stabbing pain in my stomach. And I couldn't sleep, right? And so I get up in the morning and I'd get up. And what do? You go to the internet and you're like, how to resolve this problem, right? And so I read for the first time green tea and Manuka honey. And I was like, whatever, man, I'm desperate. And for whatever reason, I happened to have Manuka honey because I bought it for some other purpose. And I was like, well, let's go. And so I made myself a cup of green tea and I put the Manuka honey in it. And I mean, literally, it's just stabbing my upper abdomen, right?
Yikes.
I drank it. And literally 20 minutes later, I could feel it was gone.
Really?
Yeah. And so I did that multiple times. But then there was a time came that it just did not help. Nothing helped anymore. And that's when I went to the emergency room and discovered that it was way beyond the help of Manuka honey.
Manuka honey. But isn't Manuka honey, do they only grow it in Australia? Is that right?
I thought it was New Zealand.
Oh, maybe New Zealand. New Zealand. You're right. I think you're right. Yeah. So here's the funny thing about honey that I thought was so unusual here. My son had this kind of like allergy/virus symptoms, right? It wasn't anything. And so I took him to the doctor because, you always want to make sure, especially with kids, test him. Is it strep? Is it flu? Is it, whatever, COVID nowadays too.
Oh, yeah.
So they tested him for everything. They said, no, it could be just allergies or virus. And here's what the doctor told us. I would stay away from those flu cold medicine. Just give him honey a few times a day, a spoonful of honey just to eat. But make sure it's a local honey because local honey has like all the flowers that the bees get it from, have like that allergens kind of that your body is already trying to figure out. So we found local honey at the store. So here's the funny thing. I don't know if I ever told you. I do not like the taste of honey.
Oh,
right. I've never liked it. I'm sorry. It smells like dirty socks to me. And it's not, I don't know why.
Okay, that's a new one.
I don't like the smell or taste of honey. However, we found this just the local farm here. They make and sell honey. And I tried a little bit of it, and it probably was the best tasting honey I've ever had in my life. So I think I'm turning into somewhat becoming a lukewarm fan of honey now. But, anyway.
It happens though, because people's tastes change over the years. There are things that I used to eat that I want to gag thinking about now, like mayonnaise. I used to load my sandwiches up with mayonnaise. Now I'm like, if there's just the slightest bit of it, I'm like, ugh.
I like mayonnaise.
I know. I used to love it. And I'm just like,
as much. Yeah. But that honey was delicious. And I mean, we all loved it. Like I had to go buy another bottle because we all ate it. But the thing is that the fact that the doctor
that's unusual,
recommended some sort of a natural remedy rather than telling me, hey, go buy pills for him or go get, some sort of medication. I thought that was very unusual.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah.
Yeah. And one more honey story, just because I think
I know the time is,
oh my gosh, I know. But so talking about honey and how it's got antibacterial properties, and this is true. Now, I remember I was on a cruise last year with our group, and one of the ladies was telling me she had some kind of an ear infection. She gets an ear infection all the time. And, this isn't even honey. What am I saying? Garlic. Garlic also has
another one.
Garlic has anti. Yeah. Okay. I'm getting myself confused. So anyway, we're on this cruise and she had this ear infection. I guess it's a recurring problem that she has. Okay. You're on a cruise and there's no doctors easily available. You don't have a lot of things that you can buy. So she was kind of limited. And I said, well, I'd heard that garlic has antibacterial properties. I said, ha, maybe you could put some garlic in your ear. So she's like, that's a great idea. So I said, ask the waiter to bring you some roasted garlic. So she did. She asked the guy and they come with this platter of roasted garlic. And I was like, oh my God, she just wanted one. But anyway, she put it in her ear. I think it helped.
Did it work?
I think so.
Speaking about garlic, I know that my grandma, I know we're coming up on time in here, but my grandma always ate garlic and we always had to eat garlic, whatever, because it's good for your memory, right? It helps your brain.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. I remember when my grandma was older, she would even take like a little garlic supplement.
Oh, yeah.
Because it's supposed to help.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking about garlic and pain and infections, when we would have a toothache when we were kids, my aunt would always tell us, put a little garlic on that tooth and it would help to take the pain away. So I thought that was interesting too.
Yeah. They also use cloves for that same thing as well.
Yeah. Absolutely.
Weird.
So I have one last thing before we go.
Yes.
Burns. Like when you get burned, I learned, and it actually works. Again, try it at home, try it at your own risk, but it does work. Lavender oil.
Okay.
Since I bake and cook and all that, like I burn myself quite a bit. So if you burn, like as soon as possible, put a little bit of lavender oil, and it helps to like burn, not to sting or hurt, but also if you keep putting it for another day or two, it will not leave a burn mark.
Okay.
So simple thing, right? Lavender oil. Who knew? But
I didn't even know there was such a thing as lavender oil. I mean.
Oh, yes.
I guess there's an oil for everything. I just never thought about it.
Yes, there's oil for everything.
Okay. Well, I don't have any. Oh, no. There is one other funny home remedy that I wanted to talk about. I mentioned the Vicks on the feet.
Yeah.
The Mexican home remedy. Well, the same person also told me that her mom, when she was sick, she got a cold or something, she would take some tomatoes and put them in aluminum foil and roast them and then put these tomatoes on her body. I was like, oh my gosh. But again, I know tomatoes have some lycopene or some kind of property that's supposed to be good for I don't know what. So maybe there's something to it. But I just pictured the roasted tomatoes on her body and I just laughed.
Very interesting. I thought you always like tomatoes are good when you get sprayed by a skunk to take a tomato juice bath. What?
Exactly. But there's something in there that's good for you. So yeah.
Well, and the funny thing is I also feel like the home remedies, even though some of them are the same, like kind of like a universal, right, throughout different cultures. But I feel like a lot of them are also like depending where you live and what grows in your area, like you will figure out how to use it as a home remedy.
Exactly.
So it's interesting. Yeah.
Well, it was fun. It's interesting hearing some of these stories.
I feel like there's a lot more too that we can share, but you got to keep it.
But again, this was not medical advice.
No. Yeah. Don't try this at home.
No, I mean, or if you want to, but yeah, actually, we didn't say anything really weird. I was going to wrap up the story with something that I read. This is not really a home remedy, but it's something. And it was just so crazy. I had to include it. I forgot even where it was. I don't think I wrote it down. I did not write this down. But there's some place where they do a massage on your face by putting snakes. And it's supposed to like be some kind of relaxing something or another. And it's like, no, that's not relaxing. That would just kill me.
Yeah. No, thank you. I'm just thinking about you and snakes here. And like, I don't think they can pay you enough money to do that.
No, I'd be dead. Definitely.
Be dead.
Simply. Right.
Crazy.
Okay.
Well,
that's been fun. And again, check out the show notes. Maybe we'll include some more interesting things that we didn't have time to talk about here because I'm looking at my notes about hiccups. I wanted to talk about that. Let's talk about that real quick. Everybody's got a remedy for this, right? Hiccups. What do you do if you've got hiccups?
You got to hold your breath.
Okay, that's it?
Yeah, you have to hold your breath, count till 20, and then let it go.
Oh, okay.
Or drink water. So
it's a combination.
What about you?
Yes. You have to take a big deep breath, hold your breath, and drink 13 sips while you're holding your breath. And I'm telling you, that works. I'm giving advice that you can try.
Really? Well, we have another thing. Somebody has to scare you.
Yeah, that never really works.
Which I don't think it ever worked.
It's just, it annoys me more than anything. I don't want to be scared. I'm already annoyed by the hiccups,
Don't push it.
Yeah, exactly. All right. Well, this was a lot of fun. So until next time, here's to good coffee, good vibes, and great conversations.
Cheers.
Cheers.